Every single day, e-commerce brands waste thousands on simple email designs and fancy automations that simply do not convert. And you might be asking why. The answer is simple, because they're missing what actually makes people buy. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we use Alex Hormozi's framework to create offers that actually convert customers and write copy that just works. If you're new to the channel, my name is Adam Coleman. I'm the founder and head of strategy here at Agency Media, and we specialize in helping e-commerce brands drive profitable growth through retention marketing. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the video.
And we're in. Here is how to apply Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers to copywriting for email marketing. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, we want to cover one of the main topics of this book, and that is the Grand Slam offer formula. What does this actually mean? So we have a dream outcome multiplied by the perceived likelihood of achievement, all over time delay multiplied by effort and sacrifice, and that equals value. So how can you actually apply this and take this Grand Slam offer formula and apply it into email marketing and copywriting for email marketing in particular? So let's have a look at the formula again. So we have our dream outcome, which is what the customer actually wants. So if it's skincare, they want clearer skin. The perceived likelihood of achievement, how confident are they that they can get the results, and you show this through social proof and other people having success with the product. The time delay, how long does it take to actually see these results, and the effort and sacrifice used to get there. So again, in that skincare example, how many times do they have to use a product every day, how long does it take to use, etc. So we have a few examples here as to how you can apply this for different styles of brands in copywriting. And with the first example here with skincare, an example of a Grand Slam offer, or a Grand Slam, like let's say headline, would be get visibly clear skin in 21 days with just 2 minutes each morning, or you get your money back. So that's an example of a Grand Slam offer, and this could be used in a headline in an email, in your Klaviyo account. Now, just kind of breaking this down, the desired outcome is visibly clearer skin. It's really important that you're always selling the customer on that desired outcome and hitting them with the emotional impact of that. The perceived likelihood, we've added, credibility with the guarantee. In the email itself, you could also share, before and afters. You could share some customer testimonials to build that trust and again, boost that credibility. The time delay, 21 days. So we know that, in 3 weeks, they're going to start seeing results, and the effort and sacrifice, literally just 2 minutes every morning. We also have an example here of a clothing company. Let's say any kind of random clothing brand. The statement here could be look the part and save $235 on this best-selling 3-piece work outfit. Machine washable blazer, wrinkle-free dress, and comfort stretch belt. Free returns if it doesn't fit perfectly. Now, the desired outcome here is looking the part, looking well, looking good. Specifies exact pieces and their practical benefits as well. The perceived likelihood is that it focuses on tangible features, so machine washable, wrinkle-free. The time delay, they get immediate value through savings, and the effort and sacrifice, it addresses the specific pain points, washing, wrinkles, comfort, so they don't have to do all those usual things that you might have to do with other clothing products. So in the furniture example, you could say transform your living room in 1 hour with our premium 3-piece set, professional assembly available and backed by a 10-year guarantee. Desired outcome is transforming your living room, perceived likelihood, professional assembly, and the 10-year guarantee. The time delay in 1 hour focuses on the speed of that transformation as well. And effort and sacrifice, the implied minimal effort with professional assembly. So it's being done for you basically. So another topic that you might want to touch on in email marketing is problem articulation. How well are you highlighting the problem in the emails that you're sending out? And that means clearly and effectively describing your customer's problem in a way that deeply resonates with them. The better that you can articulate the problem, even better than they can as well, the more likely they are to trust and believe, that you have the solution to solve their problems. Now, the next point is understanding those customer pain points. So how can you actually get better at the problem articulation? And that includes, getting inside the customer's head, deeply understanding their frustrations, struggles, desires. It also involves, both surface level and deeper emotional challenges they face as well. Because interestingly enough, let's say for a skincare company, I'm using skincare a lot, but that's just something that comes to mind. If you're selling skincare, the customer might obviously want to have better skin, but there may be secondary wants and needs there as well that you kind of need to dive into. For example, looking well overall, looking healthy, looking younger. There's a lot of different kind of sub goals there underneath the main, desired outcome. So how can you actually find out all of this information? Number 1 is post-purchase surveys. Number 2 is actually reading customer reviews. Put this stuff into ChatGPT as well and get it to analyze the data. and of course quiz results as well. So if you have a quiz on your website or a quiz anywhere in your funnel, utilizing the data that's there to obviously further understand your customers better. Now you'll want to kind of get into mirroring the customer's language. Okay, so using the exact phrases, the words that the customer uses to describe the problems. And again, where you're going to find this is literally just reading customer reviews. Why this is useful is because if you're using the same language that the customer is using, it feels more relevant to that customer, highlighting the emotional impact. So addresses the emotional consequences of the problem, such as stress, embarrassment, or frustration. People often make decisions based on how they feel, so tapping into those emotions is going to be crucial. And again, this comes from studying those customer reviews, collecting that data from customers. And just as a side note, it is so crucial to not only treat email marketing as a revenue source, but also treating it as a data collection source as well. What you'll also want to do in your copy is positioning the problem as urgent. Why is this a problem that needs to be solved now? Make it feel significant and so pressing that customers feel that sense of urgency. So customers feel that sense of urgency to act right now. If they think the issue can wait, they're not going to purchase there and then. Now we're moving on to another topic of Hormozi's $100 million offers, and that's explaining your unique mechanism. So firstly, the problem. Are you able to clearly define the problem that your target audience is experiencing in your emails? What is the biggest frustration or pain point that your ideal customer has? How does the problem show up in their daily life? You need to know all these things to better serve your customers through the copy that you obviously put out into your email marketing. And an example here would be, do you wake up feeling exhausted even after a full night's sleep? Your mind feels foggy, your energy is zapped, and no matter how many cups of coffee you drink, you just can't focus. Now this would be an example for, let's say, a supplement brand. And even reading this myself, this is exactly how I would think some days when my energy feels low, and you're really tapping into how that customer feels. And again, this is all going to come from collecting data as well. So I cannot stress that enough. You need to be collecting data through quizzes, through post-purchase surveys, through getting qualitative feedback from your email list. There's a bunch of different ways in which you can do this. Now the second part of this is why traditional solutions fail, and you'll often see some brands doing us versus them graphics on their let's say their website, but it's really important to kind of showcase how you are different from competitors. And an example here would be most supplements claim to boost energy, but they're packed with artificial ingredients or stimulants that lead to crashes later in the day. Worse, many fail to address the root cause of your fatigue, your body's inability to handle stress and recover properly. So you're positioning, your product as the better solution to the traditional solutions. Now we're actually onto your unique mechanism. So here you'll want to introduce your unique solution, explain why it works better than anything else. What makes it different to everything else? How does it solve the problem in a new or different way? And an example here, for a supplement brand would be, our Genius Mind formula combines 9 science-backed nutrients like lion's mane, ashwagandha, and Rhodiola rosea to boost cognitive performance, reduce stress, and deliver long-lasting energy without the crash. Each ingredient is carefully sourced and dosed for maximum effectiveness. So hopefully this is all making sense, and we're just showing some copy ideas here to showcase or to even use different elements of Hormozi's book and how this can be applied. Because as a side note, Hormozi's book seems to be quite geared towards service-based businesses, but there's a lot of different areas where you can use this in e-commerce. Next part is proof that it actually works. This kind of goes without saying, but making sure that you're showcasing reviews, testimonials, social proof, and there's a copy example here, over 1,000 5-star reviews from customers who've transformed their focus and energy. Like Sarah, who says, XYZ, I've got an XYZ result from this product. So I think that goes without saying that, you need to be showcasing social proof. And then finally, onto the offer. So presenting that irresistible offer, tying everything together. What exactly are you offering, and why is it a no-brainer? How can you stack the value to make it impossible to say no? So here's an example. You'll get a 30-day supply, a free downloadable guide to peak productivity, and our 90-day money-back guarantee. If you don't feel sharper or more energized, we'll refund 100% of your money, no questions asked. So how can you say no to that kind of an offer? You're literally getting an option to try it for 30 days. If you don't like it, or if it doesn't get you sharper or more energized, you get your money back. So it's literally a win-win. You can't lose as a customer in that situation. Now we're getting onto the time collapse. So how can we highlight the speed of the transformation? And AG1 do this really, really well, and they trickle this throughout all of their emails. And I would highly suggest studying what they do, especially on email marketing. So what they're doing here is they're showing how the solution delivers results quickly. And as you can see here in small writing up the top, if you commit to drinking AG1 for 90 days, you'll be a whole new you. So it's hitting on kind of on the emotional impact there. And let's imagine your next 90 days. So it'll go into what those 90 days look like, and you're kind of future pacing what the customer will be going through once they actually purchase that product. Now you'll also want to structure emails to demonstrate that rapid change. So stuff here like before and after, showing visually and hopefully in a quick enough time frame what the customer can be like after that, let's say 4 weeks after using the product. Then the next part is emphasizing those immediate benefits. So for a lot of supplement / skincare brands, of course, it may take, let's say 90 days plus to actually genuinely see results. But you'll also want to let them know what can they expect on day 1 to like day 7 to day 14, and try to give them those immediate wins, because people want to see results as quickly as possible. And AG1 again do this really, really well, where they break this down 1 day in, 2 weeks in, 1 month in, and all the way down. So you're seeing those immediate benefits, which of course heightens the value of the offer that they're presenting. And lastly, on the time collapse, creating that urgency through time saving. People want to save time. They don't want to put in a massive effort to get a desired result. So as you can see here in this example, we're showing that this new delivery mechanism versus, let's say, taking capsules as supplement, it's faster, there's quicker absorption, faster and direct access to the brain via the cheek. So you're obviously showcasing how that is a quicker solution to a traditional method of taking supplements. So last but not least, we're getting on to putting it all together. So there was obviously a lot of information there, a lot of different elements of Hormozi's $100 million offers book. By the way, absolutely zero affiliation. I've just read the book, think it's amazing, and I think there's a lot of areas which this can be applied to e-commerce, as we've obviously discussed. But to kind of wrap it all up, number 1 is identifying the core problem. What is the core problem that the customers have? And of course, looking at some of those sub problems as well, or let's say desired outcomes, highlighting the shortcomings of existing solutions. How is your product better than other things out in the market? How is your product better than, things that people are using traditionally? Maybe it's a completely new novel product. Introducing your unique solution. So how is that unique? Like, are you doing something in a different way? Is it a new method of achieving, the same desired result as something else? Providing that social proof, of course, kind of goes without saying, but you want to be showing people how other people like them are achieving the exact same result. And then finally, presenting them with an irresistible offer, because the offer is going to be key. At the end of the day, people want that good offer, and that good offer comes from providing that value and showcasing that value.
Now, I really hope that you did get some value from that video, but I will say it is quite timely to try to implement all of this stuff on your own for your own e-commerce brand. So if you run an e-commerce brand and you're interested in having a dedicated team of retention marketing experts run your email and SMS marketing, click the link down below in the description and have a chat with myself and my team. And I look forward to speaking to you soon.